And this is exactly why I love car shows like World of Customs in Tupelo, Mississippi. This huge collection of Trans Ams. I'm a gigantic Trans Am fan myself. Smoking the Bandit back here behind us, I mean, can't beat that. Well, you're gonna wanna turn around.
What?
You're gonna wanna turn around, man.
Dude, come on, we're doing a segment.
Just trust me, turn around.
What? Are you serious right now?
I told you, go have fun. You happy now? All right, good. Hey man, I'm Jason.
Jason, I'm Joe. Nice
Joe,
to meet you, man.
Pleasure to meet you. This is Optimus Prime.
This is the replica of Optimus Prime.
All right, so obviously, and I bet you get this question all the time. Why in the world did you decide I'm gonna own an Optimus Prime?
Why? Because he's the coolest, most badass truck on the planet. That's why.
He really is. I mean, there's no question to it. But from a standpoint of like logistics and having this in your driveway at home.
By the way, how cool would that be to see Optimus Prime in your driveway when you wake up in the morning and go to work?
Is that something that could happen?
Driving a Civic or a Ford Focus to work, I got Optimus Prime I drive.
All right, so Joe, tell us the background. I mean, obviously you have a love for the movies, the cartoons, the toys, whatever it might be, maybe all of it.
Just a little bit of a love. What you're looking at is the only replica of Optimus Prime in the world when it comes to this style. This is later in the series. There was 5 Transformers movies that came out, plus Bumblebee. This particular version is the one that came out in Transformers 4, Age of Extinction, when he took on a whole new form as a knight. And he was also seen in pretty much the same style in The Last Knight as well. It's a replica that we built with the help of my family. My son Ryan was part of it, my mom Judy was part of it, my wife Anya was part of it. It was a family decision from the beginning. And I did this because I wanted to inspire my son, show him what it means to take that leap of faith, show him what it means to pursue a dream. Something that's so far-fetched and out of reach and so impossible, but not to be afraid to try it.
Well, and that's an incredible thing for a father to teach his son, to just say, hey, you can and you should. And look, we did it. And now you're able to kind of pay that forward to multiple families, I mean, all over the country, right?
You'd be surprised how many people are very inspired by what we've done with this. I can't tell you how many people come up to me and will literally shake my hand and just say thank you for showing me what it means to be a dad, or for showing me what it means to, never be afraid to pursue my own dream or not to be a kid again. The best part though was when, we were building it, my son didn't want to see it until it was done.
Okay.
So we surprised him when it was all finished.
Well, I mean, backing off and taking a look at this thing, it is a work of art, and it didn't start like this, right, Joe?
It did not. It was a Blue Western Star. We actually spec'd it out on paper, and it was built from the factory to become Optimus Prime. So we took all the pictures we could find online of Optimus, all the movie clips, all the pictures people had taken of the original truck, just to see what we can do as far as building our own and try to get as much specs as possible, as far as measurements and dimensions and wheelbase and cab size, whatever we can get from the factory, and we worked it up from there.
Joe, among all the customizations that you've done, obviously the paint work is one of the biggest.
The paint work is the biggest thing people see. That's, of course, the biggest thing that we've done on the truck, but there are so many other things on here that really bring the character alive. What's cool about the paint work, A, it is paint. It's not a wrap. People think it's a wrap all the time. It's actually pure paint. But B, we have something on the front fender there on the right panel as a tribute to the guy who came up with the design of this truck.
Oh, that's cool.
Kyle Camo, he was the original artist who designed these flames. He was the one that was going to paint the original Optimus trucks.
Yeah.
And he unfortunately died in a tragic accident. So we've memorialized him so people see his face, they see the paint, and they kind of tie the two together.
That's incredible. And I noticed the military tribute down here in the bottom.
Yeah, of course. A lot of the movies, they all had a big collaboration with the military. Of
Right.
course, I love the military. I would not be doing this if it wasn't for them. So I want to pay my respects to them in some way as well. And I figured that was a perfect touch for an Autobot like Optimus Prime.
Without a doubt. Now, you said the paint isn't necessarily the biggest customization on the truck. What is it? Is it chrome? Because there's a lot of chrome.
There's plenty of chrome, but what people don't realize, you get beyond the paint, you get beyond the chrome. There's a lot of detail on this truck that people don't necessarily understand right away. Like on the door, you'll see JARS OP. What does that stand for?
I have no idea.
Those are the initials of my family. That's Joe, Anya, and Ryan's Optimus Prime.
That's great.
We have Team Prime right here. That's what we like to call ourselves, and we've actually teamed up with other replica owners all around the world. I've been able to really pull a fandom together with this thing. I brought a lot of people together on it.
Joe, not just your actual family, but the family you have out on the road and the family of fans.
We have brought a lot of people together, not only fans of Transformers, but replica owners, cosplayers. Because of what I've done here, so many people have united. And all these people are coming together, in my opinion, because of what I've started here.
Well, good for you, man. You started that ball rolling. Then that's often the hardest thing, is to get it going.
Yes. And that was the whole message to my son. You may not know where you want to go. You may not know how you're going to get there. but don't be afraid to take that leap of faith, even if you don't have all the answers, because the universe will find a way. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, so to speak.
And you're using Optimus to do a lot of good, right?
We have done a lot of good with Optimus. We've actually raised over $20,000 with Optimus Prime through fundraisers over the past couple years. We got the car show, truck shows, Comic-Cons, fundraisers. We raised over $4,000 alone just in that one show for the Children's Miracle Network by allowing people to come in, get driver's seat photos in their favorite bottles.
Joe, that's incredible. And you've only been doing this a few years, right?
And I'd like to think it's going to keep going up from there. We are really, in my opinion, starting a movement and really, showing people what it means not only to pursue those dreams, but also bring characters to life. I like to think we have united a lot of different people from all different walks of life under this one, Autobot.
You're wanting to get your son involved in this. I mean, you're building a legacy.
That's important for me as a dad. I wanted to do something for him so that he has inspiration no matter where he's at in life. No matter how difficult things are, no matter if you don't have all the answers, never be afraid to try what seems impossible, because that was impossible for me, and to a point it still is.
Well, that's exactly what, Optimus was all about. I mean, if you watch the cartoons, you watch the movies, he was this leader that saw a vision.
That's right. People are very inspired just by the character alone, and it's an honor to be in the driver's seat of somebody like this.
I bet. Speaking of being in the driver's seat, is it fun to drive?
I'm the king of the world in the driver's seat of this. Come on. Who wouldn't want to drive Optimus Prime? You have so many people that come up to me and be like, I just want to drive it. I'm like, well, get in line. There's plenty of other people that want to drive it first.
Right.
It's a lot of fun. It's a white knuckle drive, if that makes any sense, but it gets a lot of attention. People honking all the time.
So what's under the hood?
It's a standard Detroit diesel DD15. No modifications have been done to the motor.
So fire's not coming out of the stacks or anything crazy?
No, only when he's pissed off will fire be coming out of those stacks. So far, we have not gotten him to that point yet. But no modifications have been done to the engine or training. It's just a standard truck.
No modifications. I'm pretty sure that's a sword.
That is a sword. That is an 8-foot sword that I made. That's in addition to all the things that I've done.
It's got a sword, Jake.
On the sword, you'll see the Cybertron lettering there. It goes kind of up and down. That's a message to my son. That says, believe in yourself, Ryan. Another thing that I like to put out there for him. There's messages all over the truck, and these are all for him.
That is amazing. I imagine the heads turn quite a bit when you're rolling down the highway.
Quite a few thumbs up, quite a few waves out the window, quite a few close calls with the accidents. Truckers getting on the CB all the time. They want to know where I'm going, what I'm doing. A lot of people have seen me online, so they'll make it a point to comment on the CB. Thank you for what you're doing. I really respect what you're doing. They'll give me the thumbs up, fist bump out the window, and they want me to pull over for pictures.
All right, so the kind of the standard when a semi goes by, people do this, waiting for it to honk.
Well, everybody wants me to honk the horn, but the coolest part is when you hear him talk. Instead of honking the horn, I can make him say something crazy like you'd hear in the movie.
Wait, he can talk? Does he say roll out when that happens?
He can say a lot more than roll out.
Are you serious? Absolutely. That's something we want to see, right, Jake?
Autobots, transform and roll out. 3 young friends.
How cool is that, man?
Woo! Dude, can't beat it. Thank you so much, man. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Jason. I appreciate you guys stopping by to check it out. It means a lot.